Hello, family and friends. Thank you so much for joining Just Tanya Renee. Hey, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. I upload videos every Sunday. All right, today, have you ever just felt blah? Are you feeling deflated? Are you feeling like your back is up against the wall or everything that could go wrong is going wrong? I've been there. In fact, I was just there a couple of weeks ago. These are 3 things that really helps me to snap out of it. Because at the end of the day, we have to snap out of it. Nobody likes to feel blah. Nobody likes to feel like their back is up against the wall all the time. Number 1, God's track record. God's track record is perfect. When I look over my life, God has always come through for me. I have been in so many situations, probably every area of my life, relationship, career, finances, kids. God's track record speaks for itself. So here I am in another situation. I feel like my back is up against the wall. I feel like some unforeseen financial issues have hit me. I know God's track record. He brought me through then. He will bring me through now. And I know it's easier said than done. But we know God's track record. Number two, guys, as tough as things get, I have to think about my blessings. Okay, the financial situation hit you. Okay, something's going on with your job. I get it. It's tough. But sometimes I have to just sit down and say, Tanya, you have so much to be thankful for. You woke up this morning. Your children woke up this morning. You're in your right mind. You have your health. Sometimes you have to remind yourself of all of the blessings, because as bad as you may think it is, it can always be worse. But at the end of the day, think about the positive. Think about the blessings. And that's what we have to hold on to. Number 3 is you have to get up, shake it off, and you have to move forward. You have to move on. Anytime things like this happen, it's easy for us to have a pity party. I am going to be honest. There are times I have a pity party. We're all human and we all have emotions. And sometimes when things happen, I do get in a mood. Yeah, it does affect your emotions, and I'll sit up there sometimes and just, cry, or I may sulk for a little bit, or I may bake cookies and eat a whole bowl of ice cream and feel awful afterwards. But sometimes I will allow myself to have that little teeny weeny pity party, and then it's time to snap out of it. It's time to get up. It's time to think about my blessings. I'm thinking about God's track record, which is perfect. And it's time to get up and move forward. It's time to think of the plan. What are you going to do about it? What do you have control of? What can you do about it? And you have to move forward. And I know, guys, these things, it seems like, oh, Tanya, these are just things, it's easier said than done. I get it. It is easier said than done. But I tell you, every time things like this, if it hits me, these are 3 things that I have to remind myself of. And honestly, it helps me to snap out of it and to move forward with any situation. So number 1, God's track record. It's perfect. He ain't let me down yet. He has not failed me yet. Number 2, I'm going to count my blessings. God has been good to us. If you have your health, if you are breathing, if you're looking at your children and they're healthy, do you realize what a blessing that is? I have to put myself in check sometimes when I have my little pity party. And I have to remind myself of how blessed and how thankful I should be. And then number 3, you know what? Yeah, you might sulk, maybe just for a few minutes, maybe a half a day. We have our moments. But at the end of the day, you got to get up, plan it out, and you got to move forward with it, because life continues. And honestly, sulking about it, is not going to make anything better. So those are the three things. Like I said, guys, I mean, we come across so many things in life, but these are three things that I think about and I have to remind myself of. And it just helps me to make it through situations. Sometimes it's a lot more difficult and a lot more challenging, but thinking on these three things and taking these three steps has always really helped me to move forward, snap out of it, and come to better days. That's really all I have today. Hey, remember, if you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button. Hey, I'll see you all next Sunday. Take care.